I have one from middle school though that comes to my mind constantly. Like sometimes when I'm just walking down the street in the middle of a busy day, I'll go, "Oh, that happened."
Brings you to your knees.
I have one like that too from middle school.
I wanted to be more outgoing at school. That was something I was working on because at the time I wasn't ever shy, but I was like, I just wasn't. I hadn't figured myself out yet, you know. And it was like probably 8th grade, and there was this student council meeting that was going on, and all the cool kids were going to be in there, and it was in Miss Munsterman's class. Shout out Joy Munsterman. I hope you're happy, girl. I'm so sorry I'm not Christian anymore, but my love to you. And
and I am gay.
And I am gay, and I don't think she would care about that. She's pretty cool.
Period.
Well, I don't want to get into it, but she it was a pajama day.
Okay.
And so I was wearing sleep pants like everyone was. And I was like, oh, you know, it'd be funny if I pulled my sleep pants up real high.
The classic bit.
And I was like, weird. And so I was like, I was like, everyone will laugh at this. And so I walked into the room, my sleep pants put up all high, and I was like, you know, doing that. And everyone did laugh. But everyone, and since everyone laughed, I kept doing it the rest of the day. And finally, one of the cool kids, like 2 hours later, came over to me, and he was like, hey, the bit you're doing with your pants, like, I know people are laughing, but it's actually mean because we're getting like a really visible outline of your ball sack and also your asshole. And like your pants are so high up that like your balls are on like crazy display. And also your dick print is like really pronounced and no one wants to tell you.
It's actually really fucking gross. So go ahead and put that away from me.
And I literally, he's telling me
back in the holster.
But like, he's telling me this in the hallway while the pants are up. And I'm just standing there receiving it. And he tells me all of it. He goes, no one's tell you. And I go, thank you, Cooper. I kind of, during the conversation, I just kind of scooted the pants down. And then I thought I could trust Cooper.
And then, there's more?
So then 2 months later, well, Cooper always got compliments on smelling really good. And so I thought I could trust him. And so 2 months later at an assembly, I was sitting by him. I was like, okay, I know how I can be really popular is if I just figure out what cologne Cooper wears. And he'll probably tell me because he was so cool to me about the pants.
Yeah, that's your girl.
That's my boy. Like,
that's cool about the nutsack thing.
He was so chill about my moose knuckle.
No,
he was so chill about
that's
it.
That's fucking Ohana. That's fucking familia right there.
That's gang.
Right there.
That's gang. That's fam.
That's gang. That's fam. And so I said, Cooper, Cooper, what cologne do you wear? And he said, oh, I don't. It's just like I don't know. My mom gets it for me. And I go, oh yeah, but like what is it? And he goes, I really don't know. My mom gets it for me. And during this whole assembly, I just keep every time I get a chance being like, Cooper, do you even know like what the bottle looks like? You know. But I'm trying to play it cool, so I'm like, yeah, I almost wonder what the shape the bottle is. You know? And he's like, oh yeah, I don't remember, man. And like literally, I'm being so persistent because I think I'm being coy, you know. And then finally, I go, I need to know what cologne you wear.
And you're gonna fucking
tell me
now.
And he goes, if I tell you, will you just stop talking to me? And I go, yeah. And he did, and it was lucky you. It was lucky you cologne for men. And that night when I got home, I was like, Mom, you have to get me lucky you cologne.
The fact that you're fucking interrogating him.
No, it really was like scenic the way it played out. Like he would be talking to other people, he'd be like talking to the boys and like cutting up, and then there was a moment of silence. I'd be like, anyway, Coop.
Having to repeat because he can't. Like it gets a little loud.
Yeah.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Cooper. No, like I was saying.
Speaking of smells,
you guys are fucking. No, you guys are so funny. Cooper, what color is the box it comes in? What places does your mom shop regularly?
Which like department store would you say like if I listed some, would you say hot or cold or
Cooper,
like?
Yeah, text your mom.
Yeah. Cooper, what are the top notes? Give me sort of like middle. Is it like a musk, amber?
I'm gonna come over.
Coop.
What if I come over after school, dude? It's so rare. It's so rare that I get a good one. And I do a joke in, there's an old joke I have that I do in stand-up where I talk about the nature of insults that I get. Mm-hmm. And I go, calling me fat is so boring. I've known that for a while. The most embarrassing thing about me that you guys need to do your research.
Yeah.
When I jump into a body of water, I still have to hold my nose like this. If you bring that up in an argument, it's curtains for me. You know what I mean?
I'm out.
A guy told me a couple like months ago on the internet. He replied to me, and he had like 17 followers on Twitter, and he decided he wanted to go toe to toe with me. And he said, I don't know about the rest of you guys. Trying to like rally other people in the comments. Mm-hmm. Never gonna happen. He goes, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but this guy looks to me like he broke into a bakery and ate all the pies. And I went, it's so soft. I mean, I'm like, you're You're so far out of your league. I wanted to reply and be like, I'll kill you with a gun. You're soft. Ate all the pies like an 18th century limerick. I will kill you to death with a gun. Like, you're not.
I'll literally murder you.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
You just tweet his address.
I'm serious. It's child's play for you. You're in the sandbox, bitch. I'm at the gun store.
Yeah, I needed attention bad. So this makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I needed that.
Anything to be different.
Yeah, and literally anything at all.
Love to stand out.
Did you guys have any memories like that when you were kids?
I'll tell you what. I got one.
Let's hear it.
Every day for about 2 years, I refused to wear anything except for cowboy boots with a full Kansas City Chiefs windsuit and a little cowboy hat. And here's what I would do to play. This was my play, okay?
Not play.
This was my play. I was like 7. I would go out in the yard with a shovel, and I would dig in a ditch for a couple hours. I would just dig around. I'd move dirt around. And I'd go inside all dirty and sweaty, and my mom would be like, how was work today?
Why are you cosplaying blue collar?
Girl, the way I would go in the house dirty, I'd be like rolling up my sleeves. I'd be like, can I get some water? She'd be like, yeah, she needs some water. And my coworkers were all imaginary, named after country music stars. I'd be like, oh, me, Kenny, Chesney. Me, Kenny.
By the way.
Me, Kenny, Chesney, Tim, McGraw. I said, me, Kenny, and Tim got about as much done as we could out there today, but it was a hot one. And my mom would be like, I know that's right. But I'm dead ass serious.
Why are you doing physical labor?
Reba's gonna wring my neck in the morning.
I'm dead ass serious. Reba's gonna have my ass. I would go out there and dig ditches. And I would just dig all day long, and I'd go inside. My mom, who's actually a single mom working multiple jobs, by the way, would have
She's
to
like, I actually got enough going on.
she would have to like play along to my little bits. We're gonna see if she answers me right now to tell me that I'm not kidding.
Please.
Oh my God, answered on the first ring. Pathetic. Hey, Mom.
have a life.
She said I don't have a life. Oh, girl. Okay. Hey, you're on a podcast, so
Hi.
my friends Brittany and Drew are here. Do you want to say hi?
How are you?
Hi.
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Hey, I wanted to ask you a quick question. You're on camera and audio. Well, you're on audio. When I was a kid, did I dress up in cowboy boots and a full Chiefs windsuit for like a year or two straight?
Yeah. I had to basically wait for you to fall asleep and take it off and you started working.
Can you impersonate a gay man talking about gluten?
Gluten, I fear it's giving tummy issues, Mama. Gluten, oh honey, not the gluten in the bread making me, I'm on the toilet all day long, sweetie. That's like how gay guys are, don't you feel?
No, I don't feel that way.
I know the gay guys you run around with, and they're a lot like that.
We name names.
No. I always remember the good ones.
Me too.
I always remember because, like I said, I'm a joke writer, and I will respect the craft until the day I die.
Yes. That's why I was like, honestly, you kind of ate me up with that one.
Hey,
you got me.
When someone told me on Twitter that I looked like LGBTQ Russell from Up, yeah, that ate me up. The little boy from the Up cartoon, yeah, you ate me up with that one
You
because
got me.
I do look like gay him, and and hey, I'll take it.
And who's to say he wasn't gay in that movie?
And who's to say?
Who's to say?
The uniform is giving a little something, isn't it?